Let me give this a try. Is the audio better? Let's see. I think the audio might be better now. The only problem with this setup is my fan is a disaster. Oh yes, the audio is so much better now. Okay. Yeah, okay. I think we're good. Oh, I forgot to switch the screen. Hey, there we go. Alright. There we go. Alright. I think we could be should be good now. Alright. So yeah, so I'm just gonna start by making a sim. I'm not sure, I want to do a challenge today. So I'm not sure exactly what challenge we should do. I'm thinking either a Rags to Riches or like maybe 100 baby challenge. That's really tricky though, it'd take a few streams, but then it would give me like motivation to actually do this. So maybe we'll do that. Yeah, hold on, let me just double check my camera here. I'm not sure if it's actually at a good angle or not. Let me just myself here. Here we go. Hooray! Sorry for the bad lighting, everybody. I'm in a bit of a different place right now. Normally I stream from my dad's place, but I'm at my grandma's visiting right now. So the camera and all might be a little bit off. Oh, I'm so nervous. I've been away for so long. I haven't done this for a while. So yeah, sorry if I keep looking down. I use my phone to sort of monitor the stream because I only have like my laptop. I stream off my laptop, but I don't have the place where I usually set it up today. So unfortunately that's a little bit tricky. Alright, so let's start. I am going to start with our founder sim, which is usually the name. This 100 baby challenge might turn into just a legacy challenge because I get so bored so easily of these kinds of things. Not bored, just it's very repetitive, and I'm not very good at that sort of thing. So, especially recently. Oh god, no, that is not the lipstick we want today. Oh my goodness, no. That reminds me of like the lipsticks that like mimes have and stuff like that. I don't know, like, yeah, let's give her something. There we go. I think that's nice. Maybe something a bit more subtle? Like I said, I don't know. I mentioned it in a previous stream that I don't know anything about makeup. So, yeah. Go. Make it a little bit stronger. Strong. That's one goal that I would love to have. Is I'd love to get into, like, I'd love to get into like weightlifting or something like that because I think it would be pretty awesome to be strong. I don't know what this gesture was. My bad. Let's see here. So whenever I do these challenges, I'm not very good at making sims, but I do quite like them. I think it's good fun. I try not to spend too much time in cast though. I tend to stick to items that I like and I use those over and over and over again. Like even just looking at my gallery, you could tell when a pack comes out which of my items are my favorite because like every sim in that era. Here, let me show you guys in my library. Like if we go to households, like you can sort of tell what my favorite sort of outfits or items were every time a pack came out because I just use them over and over again. So yeah, that's sort of what I wanted to show you here. Yeah. Let's see. Alright, so we're making our founder right now. I quite like this sweater. I think it's really cute. I might just keep this one. I was gonna see if I would, I was gonna choose something else, but I think this is cute. I like it. Let's see. Not sure which category this falls under though. I've lost it. Where is it? Ah, there it is. Yeah, I really like this new pack that came out. I think it's amazing. It's so pretty. I think it's fun to have something, a little bit different than your classic American sort of, neighborhoods and Sims worlds. I grew up I'm in a, white suburban right now. I grew up in a blue suburban. Well, I grew up in this suburban, but I live in a blue suburban. I'm in Canada, but it's, it's in America. So to have something that's slightly different, I think is good. I can't say how accurate it is or not, but it seems like a great pack. And they had Simmers actually build the builds in the pack, and it is so much better than what EA does. It's impressive. And at first, I was like, well, of course they wouldn't be as good. They probably have restrictions, and the game's really big, and they want it to be accessible and still playable. But then with this new pack, I don't even know. I probably shouldn't even get into that. So, yeah, sorry I've been gone for so long, everybody. Yeah, man, things have been absolutely insane on my end of things. I know they've probably been crazy for everybody with this whole, global pandemic thing happening, but yeah, it's not exactly easy times for anybody. Oh yes, and also I apologize for the lighting. I don't have my usual lighting setup. I don't have any sort of setup. I have the light in my room, which is up there. I don't know if you can see it. And then I have me. And there's a window in front of me, but it's quite dark already where I live. I think it's only it's only 9:30 where I'm from, but it gets dark quite early here in Canada, especially this time of year. It's good now, because it used to get dark closer to 6 o'clock, which was insane because you could never get anything done. Because you wouldn't want to be out on any major streets or downtown that late, and so it's by the time it was dinner time, that was it. Obviously you wouldn't want to be out anyway, but if you're cooped up all day, you want to go for a walk. You don't want to go walk. You don't want to go for a walk at 5 o'clock in the morning. But then you got school all day, and then you got homework, then you got supper, then at night it's yeah, I don't know. And where I live is a bit sketchy. I live in a fairly nice part of the town. I don't live in a rich end of town or anything like that, but your pretty classic suburbia end of town sort of thing. And oh, this is formal. That is not exactly what I'm going for formal look. But it's not exactly the nicest city in the world. I think it's got the second highest crime rate in the entire country. So it's pretty crazy. Pretty crazy, Still a really nice city. People here are really nice, which is awesome. So, yeah. I'm trying to think. Hello! Hi! Yeah, it's been a while. I've been pretty good. Yeah, I've been pretty good. How have you been? I hope you've been doing well. As well as you can be, as well as you can be during these times. Aw, well that's good. I'm glad to hear you're doing well. Yeah, so today I'm just gonna, I was thinking of maybe doing 100 baby challenge now. So you have a chair now, that's cool. Well, it's not, I have a bit of a different setup. I'm visiting my grandma's for a little bit, which is pretty awesome. I have been in a bit of a funk, but, a little bit of TLC and I'm doing much better. So I'm at my desk at my grandma's place. And so yes, I have an actual office chair here, instead of at my dad's place where I'm just on my bed. But it's a lot comfier. I have a backrest. It's fun. Although, if I lean too far back in here, I'll fall out of it, which I've done way too many times. Like, I swear, it's bad. But yeah, so... Yeah, I wish I could have this stuff. Y'all do love some backrest. Yeah. Yeah. That's the thing, is I absolutely love... Like, that's the nice thing about the setup at my dad's, is it's super comfy because it's my bed. But there's no backrest, so I tend to, like, slump a lot more. And with this, I have sort of a guide to make sure that I'm not, like... I don't know. Ooh. I didn't know we had this. Oh my goodness. I always find... Oh my goodness. I'm ridiculously excited about this. I didn't know that we had highlight. Yeah, that must have been with the new expansion, or no, sorry, not expansion, update, where they had CC creators come in and do a bunch of stuff. Oh, that's so much fun. I love that they did that. Sometimes gaming while slow streaming is the best position. Yeah, well, I mean, it's comfy, but it's not the best for your back. I've been working on my posture so much. My two good friends are both very, very athletic. One of my friends, she is a football player, and the other one of my friends does a lot of like equestrian stuff. So they both have insane posture. Oh yeah, I love the Mac, they look so pretty. They do. They really do. Yeah, no, I slouch way too often. Yeah. It sucked too when I started, because I play a lot of different instruments. But whenever I played piano, it was always so obvious, because I'd be like hunched over. My stepmom's family is French, and they used to joke that they'd send me over to Notre Dame because they need a new hunchback, and so I always found that quite funny. But it's very true. My posture is horrible most of the time. But I'm also quite tall, so it's one of those things where it's like I sort of have to hunch over because everything's slightly shorter. Not as much anymore. My two friends, like ones I was talking about, are taller than me now. I'm 5'9". They're about 5'10", 5'11", respectively. And yeah, but growing up, I was always the tallest. So like I'd be hunched over constantly to like sit at desks and everything like that. So yeah, no one ever tried to correct my posture because I was always tall. So yeah. Apparently, I'm not technically that tall, but you know, 5'9". It's nice. Yeah, I wish for here. Sorry, I went on a bit of a tangent there. It's been a while. I'm quite nervous. I get so stressed doing these. I'm not sure why. I mean, well, I know why. It's the anxiety. But, yeah. I mean, streaming's so much fun. I've only streamed, this is my third time, but I've never had a bad experience, Twitch is such an amazing community. Like, it has such an amazing community. Yeah, right. Sorry, my mind's all over the place today. I wish they had more short hairstyle options, like without bangs, because I love this haircut. It's so incredibly pretty, and I wish I could pull off short hair. I used to have short hair all the time when I was younger, and I'm debating cutting my hair short again, because it's such a pain. I get you, but it gets better the more I stream. Yeah, I mean, I hope so. Fingers crossed. Yeah, I'm sure. Well, I mean, I'm sure the stream is like... I'm a little bit rusty, because I took a couple weeks off for mental health reasons, but the second stream was way better than the first stream, and so hopefully this stream is slightly better than the last stream, and as long as they're, like, slightly better, it's good. And I'm getting better, because I'm getting more used to it. And my anxiety isn't as bad surrounding it, which is great. That's the one way I've learned to cope with my anxiety, is just to, like, go full for it, and, like, try as hard as you can. And if you fail, well, you just do it again. And I mean, I absolutely hated that approach. It's because my dad gave me that advice. And it's great advice. It works, like, fantastic. But I was like, no, because I don't want to fail. And then it's like, well, I also don't want to stay exactly where I am. So you just gotta fail, so you can get better at things. And it's nice too, because with the whole VODs, I can look back and then I can see, you know, oh, maybe I talked too much at this point. Or maybe I didn't talk enough at this point. Or, you know, I should watch for dropped frames more. So, yeah. It's nice to do all of that. So, yeah. I really should have done Create a Sim beforehand. I really should have got the save set up beforehand. But I really honestly wasn't sure exactly what challenge I was going to do today. I was thinking of doing Rags to Riches originally. Oh yeah, self-criticism is the way. Yes! It's true. I do a lot of art and stuff, and I find that that's really the only way to get better. Is to self-criticize and then try to get better. So yeah. As long as you're kind to yourself, obviously. You don't want to be too harsh. Challenges in The Sims? I want to hear more. Yeah, no, just... yeah, I was just gonna do either the Rags to Riches challenge or the 100 Baby challenge. Rags to Riches is kind of fun, because... well, to a certain point, because then you get money and then it's, like, kind of crazy, but, like, trying to survive and all that, it adds an element to it that is, like, so much better than just playing it normally, I find, because I get so bored. And, like, I mean, I love the game, don't get me wrong, but it adds another, like, aspect of fun to it. And plus you get, like, I find you actually care about your Sims when you get to that point, because it's, like, you worked so hard to get everything. Like, you can just obviously, like, use cheats and get a mansion. But if you start at 0 simoleons and, like, build up through farming or painting, like, you really feel like you've accomplished something. And, like, it's so much fun. 100 Baby Challenge is also an option, but I have too short of an attention span for that. Like, I feel like it would take so long. Like, I remember when Lil Simsy, she's a YouTuber I watch, Sims YouTuber, restarted her 100 Baby Challenge. And I'm like, oh, you know, there's a lot of episodes, but, you know, maybe I'll start from the beginning and watch them all. And it was, like, years in the making, and I mean, most of my interest lasts maybe weeks. I doubt I could. I mean, even with art, if I need something to, like, if I work on a project that takes more than a week, you can just see my, just, like, my interest slowly fading throughout the entire project. Yeah, so, yeah, I was hoping to do something like that. Plus, something like that. I need to enunciate more. Yeah, you should try them out. I find they're nice if you're bored and you really, like, can't find anything to do. Like, sometimes you just hit that patch with The Sims where you're not exactly sure what to do. You know, you've done the whole family thing, or you've done, you know, this or that. And then challenges just sort of spice it up. And, yeah, I find those are kind of fun. Stuff like that. Yeah, I'm not too familiar. There's a lot out there. And there's so many, different ones, different interesting ones, but, those shorter ones are the ones that I find the most interesting. I find ones with too many rules a bit tricky because I like to do things the easy way. And so if there's, like the extreme Rags to Riches challenge, where you're, like, only allowed to sell things, like, you can't sell to invisible people, like, you can't sell things through the inventory, you have to, like, set up a shop and sell things through the shop, sorry, my bad. And that I could not do. I feel like I would lose, I get so frustrated so quickly. But it would be a fun thing to try on stream maybe one day. I think that would be nice. So yeah. Oh, I just found the negative to the fact that I'm in this, like, actual chair now, is that it's a spinny chair. So I am just, like, spinning back and forth the entire time. Oh dear. So I'm gonna try to make sure not to do that too much. At least it's not like one of those squeaky spinny chairs. So, oh well, but it looks fun. Yeah. Yeah, no, I do quite like having an actual chair. And a spinny chair. I love spinny chairs. They're so great. It helps you to concentrate, there's nothing wrong with spinning. Yeah. I mean, I guess that's the good part about it. Because I lose my focus so incredibly easy. Like, my mind can go off on a million tangents, and I can forget everything. It's like, I play instruments, but I can't, like, write any songs, because I'll be like, oh, I really like this chord progression. I'll move on to another chord progression, and then I'll just forget the first one altogether. Like, I'm extremely forgetful. Like, extremely, extremely forgetful. Right. Like, I just had to go check what my sim was wearing before, because I forgot. So yeah, spinning does help me with concentrating. So yeah, it's nice too because then I don't have to like tap on things. I find I get very like tappy and fidgety. I don't know if you've seen any of my other streams, but I spend the like entire time my hands like touching my face. So yeah, I just hope it's not too distracting to anyone else. Because I wouldn't want that to be the case. The only one of my nervous habits that I actually like is I smile more when I'm nervous and I laugh more when I'm nervous. And that's a good thing. So, not so distracting at all? Okay, cool. Because I would be, I worry about that. I mean, I know that my little window is pretty small. Or my face cam, sorry. I wasn't even gonna do face cam at all today because I was just in my pajamas all day today. But then I quickly threw on something. I bought this new dress the other day. My cousin was having a bad day, so we decided we'd all pop down to the thrift store, and just pick up something. The weather's starting to get nice in my country, which is pretty great because the winters are brutal here. Up in old Winnipeg, Canada. So once that nice weather hits, it's pretty good to get like, I don't know, even when it gets to be like 12 degrees, if you don't have to wear like long pants and a sweater, everyone like hops on that opportunity. It's honestly fantastic. So yeah, I picked up some new dresses. I'm still wearing pajama pants though. I don't know if you can see, like, well, my plaid pajama pants over there. I don't know if I just popped off the screen for a second. I don't know if I'll regret doing that. I probably just like stuck. Oh no. Oh man. I'm in a weird mood tonight. I swear I live in pajamas. That's one of the only like nice things about working from home. Well, doing school from home is I can set up a Zoom call. I have to be like dressed from like the waist up, and then I can wear pajama pants and slippers, and it is the best. Half the time I don't even turn on like the face cam, and I just wear pajamas. Yeah, but I was wearing pajamas all day today. I wasn't going to turn on face cam, but then I decided, hey, I bought this new dress. I quite like it. It's nice. It goes with my jean jacket, so I figured I'd wear it anyway. Because it's fun. And I never get to wear, like, anything out anyway. Because we have, like, COVIDs going on. And, like, you don't want to be going anywhere with that whole situation. If you don't got it. So. Yeah, the only place I go in COVID is, like, I pop in to Walmart a month to pick up, like, new art supplies if I need. Jack is looking, yeah, jean jacket is looking nice. Oh, thank you. That's very nice of you to say. I'm glad. I really like this jean jacket. I don't even know if it's mine. I just found it and I acquired it. Also, your character is looking pretty. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I used to have such a hard time making good-looking Sims in The Sims, I used to just go on the gallery and look up pretty base game sim, handsome base game sim, and use that. But now I'm finally, oh, those shoes, nope. Not with that kind of parka. Although I have done this, I have put on Converse with like a full-on parka, just because I was too lazy to put on boots. So, but yeah, luckily those days are over. It's finally spring. It's gonna be, like, I mean, we've still had a bit of snow here and there, but, we still had a bit of, sorry, I'm just looking down. The jean jacket compliment is nice. You've absolutely made my day. But yeah, we still have had a little bit of snow here. So obviously it's not quite springtime yet. But hopefully it's going to be April soon, and we don't get a whole lot of snow in April. Yeah, the snow melted pretty early this year. And yeah, I think that's going to be good. Gonna be good. I'm excited for spring to come. And yeah, it can be a little less chilly out here. And then hopefully it's warm in May, because May is my birthday. And I remember that one year we were gonna sit outside on my porch for my birthday dinner out there, but it was so cold and windy we had to put on jackets. So it was like, yeah, very odd for May. Yeah, I can't wait for spring too. Yeah, it's such a nice time of year. You know, my favorite part of spring though is like just after winter, when like the grass is starting to turn green, but like the bugs and stuff aren't out yet, so you can go out and have a picnic, and like you don't have ants crawling all over the place, and you can really enjoy the weather. That's usually my favorite part. Let's just randomize her name here. Eliza. I like that name. And yeah, so I guess I'll do Rags to Riches 100 Baby Challenge or Legacy Challenge. Or Black Widow Challenge. That's fun. When I started playing The Sims, I wasn't paying attention to the tutorial, so I spent so much time on one outfit and thought that was it. Lol, I got so confused when my character didn't end up looking like how I made them. Yeah! It's like, Townies. Now, when they, added the, hot and cold outfits in the, Seasons expansion, after I bought that, like, my Townies come to my house looking absolutely ridiculous. Like, in general. Like, it's crazy. But yeah, I could imagine how, yeah. Half the time, though, I just randomized those outfits anyway when I first started, because I was so used to The Sims 2, where it's like outfits are practically made for you. You didn't even have to worry about it. That I was just like, boom, 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 done. But I love the customization that you get now. I just spend so much time in Create a Sim. Yeah, now I have my Sim. I'm trying to decide what challenge to do. I don't think we're going to do Rags to Riches. Although that was originally what I was going to do. We might do... Actually, you know what? No, I think we're going to do Rags to Riches. I think that would be fun. And I think we're going to do it with photography. Because I also think that would be fun. And it's easy. Oh, but that takes such a long time to set up. You know what? No. I want to do Rags to Riches today. We're doing Rags to Riches today. Let's see. If there's any traits in particular that would help. Sometimes, like, I'll end up doing slob traits or like glutton trait, for example, so that, you know, I don't have to worry about food or anything like that. But I think I'm just gonna give her self-assured, because it's pretty awesome. I like when Sims are confident. Maybe we'll give her perfectionist trait. We're not gonna give her ambitious, because that, like, she'd have to be career driven. I would give her skills too. I think it would be so awesome if ambitious Sims got like positive moodlets when they upped a skill and stuff like that, if it didn't just involve careers. Like, I think that would be pretty fun. And good or family oriented. Maybe we'll have, I don't know. already chose two from those categories. Maybe we'll have her love outdoors, because this is Regs Churches, so she's going to be spending a lot of time outdoors. Who has time for actual letters when you can just use numbers? So. Just gonna, sorry if my camera shakes a little bit. I'm trying to adjust my setup here. I have my laptop set up on a series of like old advent calendars and stuff. I'm gonna lurk for now. I'm gonna have you in the background of it soon. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I don't mind when people lurk at all. It's, yeah. It's great. Great, so let's get started. I love the summer season. It's probably one of my favorites for starting off and easy. I mean, I was thinking about starting off in winter, but I'm worried about my Sims being cold all the time. Where should we start? I want to start somewhere a bit more populated than Brindleton Bay. Maybe Brightchester? I never play in Brightchester. Yeah, sure, let's play in Brightchester. That would be fun. I was doing because I want to do more variety streams. I've turned into a bit of a Sims streamer now because I am absolutely broke. Yeah, so who knows? Maybe when I have, like, I don't know. And I'm bad at setting things up too. Like, I could do AI Dungeon like I said, but I've never set something like that up either. And so I'd want to, like, I don't know. I'd want to test it out, see how that goes, because I think that would be good fun. I would also like to do other, like, I was thinking of maybe either doing an art stream when I have my art stuff set up, or a music stream, because I'm learning guitar and bass right now. I mean, I've had them forever, but I haven't really started, I haven't had a lot of practice. I've moved around a lot in the past few years. I lived in this part of Canada for a little while when I was 15, called Victoria, and it was absolutely beautiful. I'd have to describe it as the Florida of America, though, because it's kind of a crazy place. Like, you find the oddest things in that city. Like, I remember there was this one kid from my high school that used to skateboard to school while eating cereal, and I'd always see him if I was running late. Just him on a skateboard, because my school is downhill. He'd just be going downhill on a skateboard while eating, like, Cheerios. And it was the best. I also saw this guy walking down the street with, like, a big spoon for no reason. Oh, and the Japanese teacher at my school, I forget what his name is, unfortunately. I forget most of their names at that school, which is too bad. They're all so nice, the teachers at that school. Alright, well, here we go. Let's start with nothing. I just like starting by taking some pictures so that we have a sort of base for what we're gonna do. Maybe over here, because here's really pretty. I like Brightchester. But yes, and I remember one day, it was my first day, I believe, or in the first week. I was sitting in the halls waiting for class to start, because I had gotten there early. And I hear Happy by Pharrell Williams playing from down the hall. And I thought, well, that's weird. Like, that song's way too old for someone to be playing that unironically. So I was like, oh, you know, I wonder what that's all about. And then I turn around and I hear people laughing. I look down the hall. The music starts to grow louder. And this guy, dressed as a pancake, wearing blue light up, like, I don't know what those are called, light up floppy headband thing, just running down the hall, yelling it's Pancake Day, playing Happy super loud. And that was the Japanese teacher. He was absolutely hilarious. Oh, I think this is a pretty location to take pictures. There we go. And so yeah, that was absolutely insane. It was quite the school. I miss that place. The schools in the city I live in now, the city I was born in, are so much more boring. They're like, I mean, that's sort of rude to say, oh, I forgot to take away all the money. Oops. I mean, I know that's rude to say, but it's just true. We don't have any teachers playing happy or running around dressed as pancakes. Oh man, that was a crazy year. The place I lived in actually looked fairly similar to this. Not as much, because again, Canada, not Europe. But yeah, there's a lot of like oceans and mountains and stuff like that. It is called British Columbia, the province that I lived in. So, yeah. I'd say my overall like goal for life, I was going to do that for university, was go abroad to university. I met this girl online from Edinburgh. Oh, no, she wasn't from Edinburgh. She was from... Crap. I totally forget where she was from. She was from somewhere in Scotland. And she was talking about the place that she grew up in and how beautiful it was. And then she started talking about how she wanted to go to Edinburgh for college. And I was talking about like, oh, I'd love to go abroad. And so she like sent me all these pictures, and it was like so incredibly beautiful. And I would absolutely love to go somewhere like that for university. Like, I believe if I'm correct, I'm not 100% sure. If you're like, cause I'm Canadian. Let me think for a moment. If I go to like, oh my gosh, this is so pretty. If I go somewhere that's in either the UK or was an ex-British colony, like Malta, you can, it's a lot easier, immigration and all that. So I'd love to be able to do that for university one day. Probably not one day soon. I'm still getting through high school slowly but steadily. And yeah. So I guess, I'm not sure, I've been streaming for a little bit, so I'll just say again what the plan is for today. We're doing a Rags to Riches challenge, and I'm going to do it based on photography. Because, I don't know, I like it, so I don't know, I like it, sure. So I brought us into Brightchester, because I think it's one of the prettiest, well not like the prettiest, but definitely one of the prettiest worlds in The Sims 4. And yeah, I was just went on a bit of a rant there about how I want to maybe travel to Europe for university. But I am Canadian, so somewhere in like the UK or next UK colony, I believe, would be like easier. I'm not sure. I did research on it at one point, but yeah, I don't know. It'd be cool to go somewhere else. Unfortunately, my language skills aren't very good. I've studied French, German, and Japanese. I know a little bit of Spanish. And I would love to learn more of those languages so I could go, like, study abroad. Like, I had an opportunity to study in Switzerland back at my old school. But unfortunately, I moved back home, and so I didn't actually get to go through with that opportunity. Which was unfortunate, because that would have been so cool. But also my grades weren't great. And I don't think sending me would have been the best example of the school or their student base. Like, oh, here, take her. Ooh. Oh my goodness, this building is so pretty. But yeah, so that's sort of we were chatting about, and, or I guess what I was chatting about. That stuff. So yeah, what I'm doing right now is I'm just mostly going to spam a bunch of pictures. I've been moving around a bit, but I'm just going to spam a bunch of pictures so we can get some actual cash. I want to test out the freelance photography career that came with mosquito stuff. I got the pack. I'm gonna be honest. I got the pack for the windows and the boots because I love Doc Martens. They're the only and combat boots. They're the only kinds of boots I've owned for I think 4 or 5 years. And also the windows. I thought they were really nice, and we didn't have anything like that in the game. So I'm like, all right, it's just a stuff pack. Few bucks. It'll be great. But to be honest, I haven't used it much since. So that's what we're gonna do today. I did on the gallery build them on a more modern inspired studio. But yeah, that was kind of neat. Oh, the welcome wagon. The welcome wagon is such a pain. Although, let me grab that fruitcake first. So that I invite neighbors into what? We live on grass. But yeah, I'm just gonna invite neighbors in, say hi, just so we can get the fruitcake. Yeah. Because hopefully she likes fruitcake, because then that helps with her food situation, because it doesn't spoil.
Wunik, Moochie Peachy, Lamina, Shaby Baloo, Quar, Yebs, Unkim, Snibara, Hishna, Freeba, Niflu, Zobi.
So that's always nice.
Sick of Flash. Who can a game?
No, just put down the fruitcake and leave. That's all we're here for. No, she took the fruitcake with her. Rude. Imagine showing up to someone's house, being like, here, I brought you fruitcake, and then just taking it with you, and not giving it to them. I mean, it is Lilith Pleasant we're talking about. She's not exactly known for being super polite or anything like that. Maybe it's a Bright Chester custom. But I have had Sims just leave fruitcake on my lawn when I didn't say hi to them. And that was really helpful in my last Regs Riches challenge I was playing. I was playing a bit on my own. I was doing one with farming and all that. And that was pretty great. My Sim has a girlfriend and a little shed house. And a little shed roof thing that I built. And how much money do we have? Now the reason that I haven't streamed for a while is because my dog, as much as I absolutely love him, he's a cross between a husky, a shepherd, a husky, a lab, and some sort of shepherd, German shepherd, something like that. Because his ears poke straight up, but he's a big, furry dog. And he decided to jump on my bed one day when my sister walked in with her knocking, and sit directly on top of my laptop. So yeah, now this portion of my screen, I'm not sure exactly how to. If I use my face as a reference, this part of the screen is all blurry, and that's where all the money is. So I can't tell if I have $131 in The Sims or if I have $31. So that's a bit tricky. Yeah. Alright, I think we have enough. I'm just gonna start with the small shed house, which is what I usually do. It's cheap, it's free, it's easy. I would use Tiny Living to cheat, because you can do, make it a tiny home for free, because you don't need to pay for foundation, and I can make it a, tiny home, but I don't know, I feel like that's cheating. Tiny homes are super OP. They're kind of fun, though. I like that. Don't get me wrong, I 100% take pictures of my Sims' romantic interest so that our relationship goes up quicker. Because I know that's a cheat. And once I found that out, I just used it forever. Oh, cute. And also, I absolutely love that door from Nifty Knitting. I am so sad that we didn't get stained glass windows with Nifty Knitting. When I saw them on the option on the Sims, we had a quiz to sort of help choose the options. When that was an option, and it wasn't like a thing that actually ended up happening. I was so sad because like I love stained glass windows. I would love to have like stained glass windows in my house. My mom the other day, when she went, I think she went to like a flea market or something like that, and she found just a stained glass window, like that someone had taken out of their house and just put it up for sale. And she just bought it, so now she just has a stained glass window sitting in her house. And she just, she doesn't know exactly what to do with it. It's great, we're making this a tiny home. Let's cheat today. Oh no. Oh no. My sin screen is frozen. It might crash. Oh, I hope not. I know I'm pushing my poor laptop to the limits here, because it's so broken. But obviously it's quarantine times. So yeah, I guess, well, looks like that's how this is gonna be today. Oh no, I really hope that this isn't, you know what, let me see if I can troubleshoot this. Let's see if I can figure this out. Oh yay, okay, I just had to close it and reopen it. Turn it on and off has never failed. Never failed me. So yeah, we're definitely gonna make this a tiny home. Because I don't care if it's OP. It's fun. I like it, it's easy. Oh, Rose, hi! Elsa Rose, hello. It's been a long time, I'm glad to see you here. I haven't streamed for so long. So, it's nice to say hi to everybody again. Yeah, today I'm just gonna do a Rags to Riches challenge, I think, and we're just building a tiny house that looks like a shed for now. So yeah, I hope for, no, I don't think I'll do a path quite yet. I hope for everyone who's watching though, my fan isn't bothering the audio. I was just saying how my dog, bless him, sat on my laptop one day, and so now like the part of the screen's all messed up and my fan's all messed up. He's a good boy, he's just not very aware of how big he is yet. Part of me thinks he still thinks he's a puppy. And so he can just go around doing, whatever. He's a good boy, though. I wish I had some pictures of him, because I think that'd be nice to share. But I don't have many. Alright, let's get some more picture taken, so that we can get some more money. I spent all of our money on a door. So. Yeah. We'll take a picture of this random sim. I love the blurring effect when you do photography and that whole system in The Sims. It's so pretty. I had a friend who was a photographer and she was so insanely talented. I didn't even know how she did it, my bad. She took this one photo and she sent me the before, and it was her bathtub filled with milk and just a bunch of fake roses everywhere. And I was like, this is odd. And then she posted this photo with her bathtub, and it was this super aesthetic, wintry, rose sort of situation. I don't even know how to describe it, but it was so good, and I did not expect that to go there. It was insane. I was so confused, but she is so damn talented. So that's the one who plays football, by the way. I was talking about how I have two super athletic friends who have great posture, and I have terrible posture. And one of them plays football. That's also the amazingly talented photographer. So, yeah. It is insane. I'm so jealous of her. She's honestly so cool. That friend of mine. Let's see here. She's so incredibly smart too. Sorry, I'm just going on this rant about how awesome my friend is. My friends are great. They're good people. They're so talented and good at what they do. Alright, let's take some more pictures. Let's be creepy. That's one thing I find so interesting about The Sims, is they don't care if you take pictures of them or not. Like, I feel like in real life if someone was doing this, I'd be so awkward about it. But because it just pauses the world, you can take photos like that. I had one legacy challenge on my old laptop that I did, where I had the Sim paint a portrait of her husband, and it was like insanely like amazing, the position and everything like that. It took me so long to get it, and then I spilled Pepsi all over my laptop, and so I had to throw that out, and I lost the save. So that was something. Yeah, okay, more photos. Yes. This is the one thing, it's a bit slow starting out with these challenges, but once they get going, they're really fun. And I'm just stalking this one particular sim. So yeah. I should probably turn Flash off, eh? That might be annoying to some people. Also, if you're, I don't know if anyone's newer here or just joining us, let me know if me spinning my chair bothers you. I'm staying at my grandma's house, and I have a different sort of setup here. Ooh, let's take a picture of our little house. So, I have this spinny office chair that I spin in, and it helps me to concentrate on things. I'm very forgetful. My mind always goes to a million places at once. But yeah, this is just sort of where we're at right now. So yeah, let me know if that bothers you, and I forgot to turn off the flash like I said I was going to. Just let me know if anything bothers you at all, and I'll for sure see what I can do about it. For sure don't want to make anybody uncomfortable watching the stream. So yeah, this is definitely going to be an interesting challenge here. Starting with photography, it's definitely not the most, it's not the easiest way to earn money. I find farming and stuff is much easier. And we could do that too, but I wanted to do photography. I wanted to do a bit of a challenge. Because I did a writing one, and it was so incredibly easy. Got a house in absolutely no time. Like, I've had Sims become millionaires writing on Rags to Riches challenges. But I've never done photography, so that's what I want to do today. Although I was hoping that I could make it a better stream, I'm not sure. I've just been talking about weird anecdotes. Like how my teacher at my old school, the Japanese language teacher, he played Pharrell Williams' Happy every time we had a special school day, and he'd dress up like the food that they were serving. And so in my first week of school, he dressed up as a pancake and played Happy while walking around the school screaming about Pancake Day. So that was something. Yeah, I'm trying to think if I have any other sort of fun stories, because, you know, this would be... I was thinking of maybe trying YouTube. Editing my streams into videos for YouTube, or just posting them, because I think that would be good fun. Only problem is I've tried YouTube before. I have one video somewhere under a different name, and it, you know, should not exist. It's bad. My editing is bad, mostly because I used a free software program that turned out to not be free, because after a certain amount of time, the files are not something that can be converted into something you can actually use. They remain video files in that app, and yeah, which is kind of a bummer. So I ended up having to record, like screen record through OBS, and it is an absolute disaster. Alright, we got a bed. We got a bed, we're doing well. I'd say we're doing really well. So, yeah. Yeah, I hope I get to do a longer stream today. I think I've already been streaming for a little under an hour, maybe 40 minutes. because I have a bit more time today. Last time I didn't have much time. Last time being 2 weeks ago, which I still feel bad about. I wish it wasn't that long ago. But yeah, I'm glad to do a longer stream today. It's good fun. Yeah, I've been in a pretty good mood recently. I was a bit in a funk, but now I'm in a bit of a good mood. I picked up some books when I was at the thrift store the other day, and I picked up this new dress that I'm wearing, which is I absolutely love. And I got a book of like this really old book of like British poetry and prose. I think I want to show you them. We're gonna take a little break from The Sims just so that I can show you the cool poetry books. Okay, here we are. Yeah, so this is first, and I love the way old books look. Like, check that out, dude. Isn't that pretty? Like, it's all shiny. And it's got, like, all sorts of fun thing. Oh, I'm back for the book shiny. Okay, yeah. I don't know if you can see that. My lighting's really bad. Let me pull up my flashlight here. That maybe. Whoa. Sorry, my lighting's really bad in this room. But yeah, it's all shiny. And it's so awesome. I love the look of old books. So yeah, that's an old book of British poetry and prose, which I love because I, like I said, don't have a long attention span. So yeah. Yeah, I went to a thrift store. Whenever I see old books, it's like, I love them so much. And I rarely buy them because they're so expensive. But of course they're a thrift store. This one's just like, the like cover's worn off and stuff. I don't know if y'all can read that. It says Elizabeth the Great on it, which is pretty great. Oh, my Yale book, or my books on Shakespeare, all the way over there. So we're gonna go over there. Don't mind my pajama pants. Okay. Yeah, and then just a bunch of old books on Shakespeare. The titles are all worn off. So. Yeah, dude, it's my favorite. I went to an antique store one day, and they had an entire section that was just like super old books and like textbooks. And it was so cool looking through the textbooks and like seeing all the things that have like changed and stuff like that. Yes, they're adorable. I love them. They're like my favorite things. They're so tiny. They like fit in my pocket. The only problem with Shakespeare, and I absolutely love the way he writes, is, I mean, obviously a lot of people do because he's so popular, but I cannot pronounce the names. I cannot pronounce the names of any of the books. Like, how do you even... Hold on. Like, this one is called... Oh, this is All's Well That Ends Well. This one's pretty famous. This one's pretty well known. Let's do one I was reading. Let me find the one I was reading the other night. I believe it was this one. I wish I could... This is where the titles are, but they're all worn off because of how old they are. You can see the Yale Shakespeare on here. And I love that in old books they used to use like this like gold text, whatever. I think that's so awesome. Yeah. This guy's name, it's called The Tragedy of Coriolanus. Coriolanus? Yeah, I can't say the names. They're so difficult to pronounce. But they're so good. It takes time to figure out the correct pronunciation and all of that of those books. But yeah, I picked up so many old books, which was good fun. Yeah, I hope to find more, but obviously, you don't want to go shopping too much during these times. Okay, I'm going to go back to The Sims now. Oh wait, hold on. I got more books I want to show you. Sorry. I have this written as free tongue twister along with the plot. Yeah, exactly, there you go. But my grandma, not the one whose house I'm at right now, my other grandma, she bought me, when I was younger, this entire, oh my god, collection of books, all like children's classics. And it's the absolute best. I haven't read any of them. because when I really got into reading, I was no longer a child. So, but I'm kind of happy with all of these. I really should read more. I don't have the time much because usually when I read for classes, and so when I'm not like reading or anything like that, I'm usually, I don't know, doing stuff that like I'm tired, and so I don't have the energy to like pay attention to an awesome thing. If I didn't get the chance to get them. Oh my goodness, really? You see, yeah. Yeah, it was such a nice gift. The cool thing about those things, though, is I have a little sister. I have a little brother, too, but he's like 13. I don't think he'd be into them. But yeah, I have a little sister that I'll be able to read these to. If I can get her to sit still for even a second, she's such a chaotic kid. I've tried to give her a lot of the things, because my grandma, the other one like I was talking about, the one who got me these books, she's a travel agent, actually. So I traveled a lot when I was little. We don't talk much anymore. Yeah, we disagree on a few things. But yeah, she, like behind me, I don't know if you can see that. Hold on, let me get it. Again, hard in my pajama pants. Just grab it here. Alright, we got it. There we go. Like this here is a mask I got when I was in Venice a while ago, which was pretty awesome. I have a few things from my travels over here. I also have this Grease Evil Eye that's like supposed to protect you from evil, which I have hung over my desk over here. Yeah, and then let me grab, sorry, that's a terrible angle. And then also, I got from Malta, and they put these on ships and boats, these really colorful boats that are like blue and red and yellow for fishing. And they're supposed to watch like the sea and protect fishermen while they fish, which I thought was so cool. And so I picked one up. Book show allowed for some dress showing too, which is lovely, by the way. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I absolutely love this dress. I was so happy that it fits so nice because we're not allowed to try anything on. And so I took a chance on it, and I'm so glad that it looks nice. Thank you. You are absolutely making my day today, by the way. Like, first the compliments of the jean jacket because it looked good, and now the dress, my goodness. I don't even know how to act. So yeah, I'll just put that away. We don't have to hang that back up. Oh yes, and hi Elaine. Hi. Yeah, I'll get back to The Sims in a second. I was just showing off some of the fun collection thing. But yeah, the reason I was showing those is because I was talking about how I want to give these old books to my baby sister. But I've given her some of my travel memorabilia from when I was younger. And I used to go traveling with my grandma a lot. And she couldn't be bothered. She didn't care. I gave her this like wind up music box doll that I got from Austria. And it was from the film The Sound of Music. It played the song Edelweiss, which I'm learning on guitar, by the way, and I'll have to do a music stream to show you one of these days. I'll go back to The Sims so that I can take some photos while I'm chatting with everybody. Yeah, so I was watching that, so I had one of those, and I absolutely loved it, but obviously I'm a bit old for it now. And so I gave it to my little sister because I thought she'd quite like it, but she was not. Again, she couldn't care less. She's more into, what's she into now? She likes volcanoes. She's a big fan of volcanoes and Disney princess movies. Music stream. Yeah. Oh, and yeah, The Sound of Music is such an amazing musical. My grandparents, not the grandma that took me to on traveling, but the grandma whose house I'm at right now. Her and my late grandpa actually went to go see The Sound of Music on their first date, which was really cute. And me and my grandma watched The Sound of Music on VHS the other day. But yeah, a music stream would be so much fun, and I'm glad that someone would be excited to see it. I worry about it. I'm not a very good musician, since I moved around a lot. Obviously, you can't take a bass and a guitar and a organ/piano/whatever around with you every time you travel. So I'm kind of bad and I'm kind of rusty. Oh, damn, we're a 1-star celebrity already. Sweet. But yeah, it'd be fun to show. maybe do a little bit of singing. I'm not a great singer, but I used to be in an audition choir before I moved, when I was younger. So years ago. So yeah, well, I guess not that many years. I'm not that old, but it feels like a long time because that was back when I was like 12. But yeah, and so I had good fun, and so I'd love to play Edelweiss for you guys. I was learning a few bass songs, one from this band called Autoheart, which is awesome. They wrote a song called Moscow, which was like a protest against like Putin's like Vladimir Putin's anti-gay laws, and I mean that's great. And the bass is super simple. It's an awesome song, and the song doesn't actually have bass in it, so I can play along to the track and I'm not like confused. It's pretty awesome. And then I was learning bass for some of Mitski's songs. I'm pretty sure that's how you say it, Mitski. And I absolutely love her music. So I was learning some of her songs on bass. It's pretty awesome. Believe it or not, I first started listening to her because in Adventure Time, she did that one song, Francis Forever. Person who voice acts for Marceline did a cover of Mitski's Francis Forever for the show. And I was like, well, I pretty much got my bass when I was like 11 or 12 because of Marceline the Vampire Queen. Yes, it's a red bass, and that's why I bought it. Yeah, so I thought, I mean, obviously I have to learn that song. So I've been working on it. My rhythm's still a little bit off, which is too bad, because bass, that's kind of important for bass. It's essentially a stringed percussion instrument, you know? So that's what I need to work on. I'd also obviously like to show you guys guitar too, but I can't do a bar chord to save my life. If a song has a bar chord in it, like an F or a B minor, I just immediately go to a different one. It's like that's not gonna happen because it is so frustrating. I don't know, my fingers aren't that long. So it's really tricky. I don't know how some people do that. It's insane. It definitely will take a lot of practice for me to get there. But I've watched some people do some new a lot of people have picked up music during quarantine again, so I decided, hey, I'm gonna pick up music again during quarantine and start practicing again. So that's what I've been up to. I've been trying to practice as much as I can without, annoying my entire household. Because my brother also plays guitar. He's the one who got me into guitar, actually. I used to play guitar when I was younger. Play guitar, as well as a, 5-year-old can play guitar. Because I had this, little toy guitar that I absolutely loved. And so my little brother also played piano, but then got into guitar. I also played piano, and then when my brother got into guitar, my stepbrother, but the same thing, whatever. I also got into guitar, and so I picked up guitar. I found a pretty cheap one online, and I got it for my birthday. I was pretty stoked about it. I've always been fairly musically inclined. I love music. I just did not have the attention span for lessons. So, yeah. So that's what happened there. But yeah, I'm really excited. I'd love to do a music stream. I'd love to also do an art stream too, because I've been working on a few art things. I would love to be able to study graphic arts in school. And actually, no, let's not go all the way up. Let's just stop at half here. But yeah, I'd love to be able to study graphic arts in university or college or whatever. And so I've been practicing a lot of my 2-point perspectives. I've been working with a lot more color mediums because I'm not great at realism with color. I've never studied color theory or anything like that. So that's tricky. I prefer black and white mediums. It's just sort of, I don't know, I prefer it. I understand value, do not understand color. I didn't think it was that hard, but apparently it is. Fun fact, red, blue, and yellow are not actually the primary colors. I thought that because that's what I was taught and for years, but that's not actually true. It's red, cyan, and magenta, because you can make red by mixing magenta and yellow, and you can make blue, cyan, and red. No, magenta and blue by mixing cyan and magenta. Oh my goodness, I'm all over the place. But yeah, I only knew that because I watched this one artist YouTuber. We've been living a life for so long, right? I was so confused, and I even took graphic arts in high school, and I was and they're like, oh, the colors that you use in print, because it can make any color, is cyan, magenta, cyan, magenta, yellow, and black. And for some reason, my brain didn't quite compute, because I've been told for years by art teachers that it's red, yellow, and blue. I've been lied to. But yeah, no, it makes sense. It's fun. I want to teach my little sister that, because she's quite into art, and she's surprisingly good. I look back on my old art from 2 years ago, or not longer than that, maybe 5 years ago, and she's at that same level now, and she's 5 years old, and it's oh no. For me. But yeah, I want to teach her that, but I also don't want her to I don't know, can you fail kindergarten? Because then that would probably be where she'd be at. She'd be asked what the primary colors are, and then she'd give the right answer, but obviously that would technically be the wrong answer. Reminds me of the whole debate with the plural of octopi. Yeah, that's because, okay, I'll tell you this, I don't know if you know this, but this is a fact I learned a long time ago. Octopi is not actually the correct plural of octopus. Technically, octopus is more correct. Originally, they thought that octopi, I forgot if it was a Latin, octopus had either a Latin or Greek root, and that's why the plural was octopi. But because they recently found out that its root is actually the other one, octopods is the correct the correct plural of octopuses, or octopus, sorry. So it technically should be octopods. But obviously that's not used very often, so octopuses would be more grammatically correct than octopi, but octopi is the more accepted one. My mind was absolutely blown. It reminded me of that one episode of this kid show I watched years ago, where this guy wrote 5 on this board, that 2 + 2 = 5, and then this dude did this complex equation to prove that he was actually right and the teacher was wrong. And I sort of feel like that whenever I share that fact with people. And they never believe me either, but it's true. At least I'm pretty sure it's true. Yeah, no, it's almost definitely true. Because I learned that from the same person who taught me that color theory thing. And I trust her, because she's smart and seems right. So, I'm learning a lot today. Yes, oh my god, I learn so much from the internet every day. It is absolutely amazing. Another fun fact is that, you know how the English language sort of feels like 3 languages in a trench coat? It's because it is. It's because it is. English is a Germanic language that was heavily influenced by Latin and Greek during history. So we have sort of a German, so we use words like in and so, which is German. But we tend to use words like salmon, which is French, beef, which is French, fish comes from German, and all that kind of stuff. And then obviously we use the Greek, is it the alphabet that we use? I don't know. I'm not very big brain. I just have, I love knowledge. And so I learn a lot. I love language. So yeah, that was one of the cool things I learned the other day. Why is English, why does English have rules that constantly don't actually make sense or apply all the time? Because they're rules for different languages that English just sort of absorbed into itself because of the, history and all that. So, yeah, because, the Anglo-Saxons are, old, England people were ruled by the French a bunch of times. And so obviously all the rich people and aristocrats spoke a bunch of French. And so that's why a lot of our language uses Latin rules, because French is a Latin language. But if you go really back in time and compare Old German to Old English, they're almost exactly the same. So, yeah, fun times. English is crazy. It's a crazy things. And so yeah, that's another thing I learned. There's always fun internet stuff. And I'm a total nerd for that kind of thing. I'm like a huge language nerd. Which is why I've tried to learn so many languages. But I am very bad at it. So I just learn facts and things like that. So, yeah. Alright, back to this challenge. I've been talking too much and not focusing on this challenge at all. Let's see if we have enough money to buy any more things for a little cabin house that we have over here. Yeah. Oh, and by the way, I hope what that I've said is true. I'm like 99.9% sure, but I mean, there's always a chance that, you know, small brain. I mean, I am small brain, so there's always a chance I got something wrong. Okay, so let's grab a bush, because that helps for this challenge. What else do we need? Ooh, can we afford a fridge? No, we cannot. Oh, we're close though. Okay, we're gonna take a bunch of pictures so that we can afford a fridge, because we're trying to get rich here. Man, The Sims is so kind of fun of the game. I love watching people who take The Sims and then just are absolutely chaotic with it. Like, recently I've been watching this one YouTuber named Call Me Kevin. And I don't exactly remember how I got into his videos, but I started watching his Sims content. And it's absolutely chaotic. Like, there's like this whole like cult thing going on. And it's absolutely insane. But it's really good fun. And so yeah, it would be a fun thing to try, but I think I'm not chaotic enough. I'm not, like, I don't know, I hate torturing my Sims. I did that in The Sims 2 when I was like 12 too much, and now I'm old and I'm just like, I just want all my Sims to be happy. And again, old, I'm 17. I'm not that old. I'm old to me, because this is the oldest I've ever been. I'm like 2 months away from being 18, which like scares the bejeebus out of me. I'm not ready to be an adult. Who decided that 18 was an adult? I mean, I don't think any age is really an adult, taking from the adults I do know. I don't think you're ever truly an adult. I just think you go from a child who doesn't pay taxes to a child who does pay taxes. I think from what I know, like I said, I don't know a lot. I'm 17. But yeah. And so that's sort of more or less what I've been thinking about recently. But yeah, I had a reason for my tangent, but it was so long I forgot what my original thoughts were. Jeez. But yes, torturing him. I don't even feel like an adult, even after filing my taxes. Oops. Hope that bang wasn't too loud. Yeah, I don't even feel like an adult even after filing taxes. Yeah, no, I cannot blame you. I always thought like it was like a magic spell when you turned 18 when I was a kid. Like that you turned 18 and then suddenly like it was like this enlightenment and suddenly you were like this adult who knew things. And now I'm like 17 and I'm like, yeah, no. I remember like being an elementary school kid, like going to the high schools and like looking at all like the high school students and being like, whoa, they're like full-grown adults who know stuff. I want to be a high schooler. Like when my kid said that, or not my kid. Jesus Christ, no. We got scammed, yeah. No, not my kid. No, my younger sibling. She's like 5, and she's always like, oh, you know, Tabby, I want to be a teenager like you. I can't wait to be a teenager like you. And I'm like, no, you can wait. Never grow up. Enjoy life while you can. I would love to be able to, like, spend my days coloring and napping. If I could just, like, I just want to be a kid forever, you know? color, nap, watch Dora, and eat animal crackers. Like, damn, that's the life right there. But unfortunately, no. I have to get a job and like, I don't know, support myself financially. So. Ooh! I got excited for a second. I forgot that this was here. I forgot that there was a cult in university. I forgot there was an actual cult. Uh-oh. I accidentally hit M. Oh my god. It's right next to the arrow keys. Oh no. But yeah, no, I forgot there was a whole cult thing in The Sims 4 University. I've never done that. Whenever I play University in The Sims, I just try to, like, do it as quickly as possible and focus on, like, studying. So I never, like, joined any of the extracurriculars. It's more or less how I do school. I just focus on the studying so I can get out as quickly as I can, go home and be antisocial. Focus on my hobbies. I'm like one of those jack of all trades, master of none or whatever, where I'm sort of average at a lot of things. I enjoy a lot of things and a variety of things, but I'm not particularly good at any of them. But I do spend a lot of time on different ones. So yeah, all of my hobbies are antisocial. Well, I guess asocial, not antisocial, technically. But yeah, I mean, it's fine. It used to be social when I was, like, attended the same school as my friends. Because my friend, the one who's a photographer and, you know, football player, also an amazing artist too, believe it or not, she used to be in the same art class as me. I went to a French high school, but I took the English track. She took the French class, or the French track, French immersion. And so we only really got art together as a class. And it was so much fun. But then I moved, and then I moved again. And so now art's just become antisocial again. Although I did make these good friends in my advanced art class that were like a year or two younger than me. And they were very outgoing. It was kind of fun. I drew this like cartoony Halloween house because I was really bored of the project I was doing. I had the whole thing mapped out. I just didn't know how to do it, and I didn't want to ask for help, so I figured I'd just do a research or a study on it when I got home. And the entire time I was drawing, they were sitting in the background chanting "Spoopy House, Spoopy House." And so I have that labeled as Spoopy House in my sketchbook. Yeah. Oh man, I miss them. They were sweet. But then I changed schools again, so. Yep. Here we are. Oh yeah, what were we doing? Right, yes. But yeah, one of my favorite things is every once in a while, I'll do some art, and I think, man, I haven't improved at all. And then I'll find one of my old sketchbooks from even like a month or two ago, and I'll be like, holy crap, this is so bad. And part of it is happy for me, because I'm like, oh, I actually did improve. And then part of it is like, oh, man, I was really proud of these. I didn't know they were that bad. So, although every once in a while I'll come across one that I'm like genuinely proud of. And it makes me so incredibly happy. Because like, young me was like trying her best at art. And art is hard. Art is not easy. I mean, the first ever portrait I did as a child, I'm talking like 3 years old, I did it of my dad, and I drew his goatee upside down. I wish I still had that, because that was great. But I'm pretty sure it got thrown out when my family moved house. So, yeah, but I wish I still had that, because like, compared to some of the stuff, I mean, I'm still not good at portraits. Realism is hard. But I wish I could see my, like, progression of that, because I think that'd be great. Oh, hello! Wambling Ocean. Hi, yeah, welcome to the stream. We're doing, like, a Rags to Riches challenge here, but I've just been, like, I went on a bit of a tangent about art. And, like, color theory and all that crazy stuff. But yeah, we're trying to do a photography Rags to Riches challenge here. We're getting decently far in it. I think we're doing okay. Photography is a hard one because it's not something that you can get like a good consistent. Like I think it gets to a certain point in money and you can't earn any more, which is different from like paintings and stuff. Because when you're like doing arts and all art, painting and all that kind of stuff in The Sims 4, you can make like $1,000 a piece. Can't with photography. So this is going to be interesting. This is going to be a bit of a challenge. But I hope it goes well. And I think we have enough money for a fridge. If we do, I will be so happy. Because I think we're going to be pretty successful for our first day. If this is true. Let's just check something real quick. Oh, Lane, thanks for the follow. Sorry I missed that notification. Thank you so much. That's awesome. Is taking sort of like a daily? I just got back into streaming The Sims. Oh, that's awesome. Rambling. Taking photos sort of like a... not 100% sure what you mean. I'm not 100% sure what you mean, sorry. If you mean like something you gotta do all the time, I'd say. So I don't want to do taking like photography like this for the entire stream. Daily task is what I meant. I see. I don't want it to be, because taking photography can be kind of boring, but there's all these sort of cool setups and studio stuff that you can do if you get far enough into the series. Or like far enough, or you have money, is more what I mean. Let's see if I can find it, because I love the photo studios. They're pretty fun that you can make with it. I might move on to actually painting or something like that. I'm saying I won't, and I'll make it a challenge, but really I'm just, you know, doing this as I making up the rules as I go, is what I mean. But yeah, like there's this kind of awesome like photo studio stuff that you can do here. You got like these like backdrops and like props and all this sort of stuff, and you could do like freelance photography things. So you like have to hire models and stuff like that, and it's kind of fun. But I'm not sure if we'll do that for the whole time. I try to usually pick like a task or something like that. So yeah, who knows? I had another comment I was gonna make. I'm very sorry. My memory's quite bad today. Right, Rambling Ocean. You said you just got back into streaming The Sims. It's a lot of fun. I like it because I do it on my own in my free time. And, I mean, I do it a lot on my free time because I find it good fun. But with streaming, I can, like, it becomes like a fun social thing. Also, you should probably stop taking photos next to the bush. You should go over here. It's probably much nicer. But yeah, I'm hoping that I can work on something else. I don't want it to just be taking photos, obviously, because that's a bit boring. I have this one save where we have like a whole farm thing set up. I had one that was painting, one that was writing. Tricky part about that is it's a lot of time consuming, but it's pretty easy to make money. So I want it to be a challenge, but I'm not exactly sure how to go about that. Maybe we'll try to marry rich. We'll find a rich sim and, I don't know, take all their money. Because that's also a fun thing to do, but then it's also easy, because it's The Sims. You could try doing the, like, 100 baby challenge, because when kids, grow up, and I lost my train of thought. My bad. But yeah, I'm not exactly sure. I just wanted to do a challenge today. Do something a bit, like, actual gameplay-wise. But yeah. This turned out to be a lot more boring than I thought, because I usually do The Sims to kill time. But now I just ended up going on a bunch of rants about things and selling pictures. I might switch over to doing a build, because I am getting quite bored. And I think it might be boring for everyone else too, because if I'm getting bored, it might be boring for other people. So, let me load something else up. I was working on something. I want to see if I still have the save. Yeah, I want to see if I still have the save. Oh, my earbuds aren't in. I was wondering, I have my stream playing on my phone, so I can make sure that I don't drop any frames or anything like that, because I'm, I'm streaming on my laptop. Yes, so let's see here what I have here. So this is my other Rags to Riches Let's Play I have up. In a second. Adding some more music might add a little more flavor to the stream. Good idea. I have the music turned down because I had it way too high last time. But I will definitely, it's definitely a good idea. I'll just do some in-game music for now, because I don't have any actual music set up. I want to see if this is good. Yeah, I hope that's good. Volume's good. Okay, cool. So yeah, so this is the other Rags to Riches I was doing, where I was doing with farming, and then I stole this guy's girlfriend. And then I was... This is my... You know what? Let me show you guys this. This is a save file I was working on. Oh, wife, actually, I just realized. Oops. Yeah, I was doing, no, it wasn't this. It was in Willow Creek. I was trying to do tips on stealing GF, please. Yeah, right. Yeah. Yeah, so yeah, I was building a couple starter homes and stuff like that. Because I love the idea of doing a save file. I think it would be pretty awesome. I'm not a huge fan of a lot of the starter homes, and I think now that we have access to debug, we can make so many nicer ones. So yeah, this is one of the starter homes that I was working on the other day. Yeah. Then I had that one over there and stuff like that. And I thought it would be quite cute to continue. But yes, now I'm gonna go into a world where I actually build. Because I want to try... wait, I hope I heard right that you stole someone's GF in The Sims. Yes! No, not in real life! God, no! I don't think I could do that. Oh my goodness. No. Or I don't know if that was what you meant or not. But no, yes, I did steal someone's girlfriend in The Sims. Or wife. Technically. No. But yes, no, I did in The Sims, yes. Wait, I mean, if no, for some reason that was what my brain is like so strange. But yes, no. I just thought I had it wrong and I was asking for a weird tip. Yeah. No, not at all. Yeah, no, that was totally cool. That was fine. Oh, that's true. Tips on stealing girlfriend, please. Yeah, oh jeez. I wish it was like, see, if stealing someone's significant other, getting a significant other in general was as easy as real life as it was in The Sims, man. Like in The Sims, you can just take a bunch of pictures with someone and then compliment their appearance a whole bunch and then boom. You can propose to them right away. But in real life, that does not work. That does not work at all. I wish it did, because man, wouldn't that be, that'd be easy, convenient. But yeah, no, that made me laugh. Alright, right. What was I building last in this world? I was pretty sure I was working on a work in progress house. I believe I was working on building an English manor. Let me see if I can find where I put it down. I believe it was in... Nope, not Magnolia Promenade. I never built in Magnolia Promenade. Exactly, I benefit from that. I feel that. I feel that. I get like that a lot. Exactly, just take a picture with someone and become friends. Although that did sort of work once. Once when I was on a trip with this travel group, I was taking a selfie by the window, and this one girl from behind me asked if she could be in the picture with me. So I took a picture with her, and then we, followed her on Instagram, and we became quite good friends. I mean, obviously I haven't talked to her in years, but yeah, I mean, it worked once in real life. I wish it worked that way in The Sims too. Although I feel like if I was a Sim, every social interaction I'd have with others would just be embarrassed. Even if it went well, it would just be embarrassed. Okay, so yeah, this is the English Manor sort of mansion thing I was working on. Yeah, and so the thing I hate about this lot is it's hard to find good lighting. Oh, pardon me there. Excuse me. Oh, that's a nice manor. Oh, thanks. Yeah, it's different from what I usually build. I'm definitely a blue suburban type sort of builder, but I currently don't have anything on the inside. This is all I have. I was tempted on putting it up as just a shell, but... Alright, well now I have to figure out the floor plan for this thing. Okay, let's see. Oh, this is tricky. I guess I could put the kitchen here, and ooh, oh, this will be fun because then I get to have a door out to the backyard from the kitchen, and that would be absolutely amazing. Like to be able to open like a sliding glass door from the kitchen into your backyard, like on nice days, would be absolutely gorgeous. Oh yes, this was a limited pack build too, so I should select those packs. Whenever I upload things on the galleries on the gallery, I like to try to keep it to a certain amount of packs so that people don't feel left out. You know, like I don't want them to see how and be like, oh, that's nice, but then not be able to download it because they don't have the packs. Oh no, it's frozen again. Okay, good. Yeah, and I think you can do so much, like even with base game, I've done so many base game builds. I think my most popular build on the gallery is a base game build. I think my two most popular builds on the gallery are. And I just think it's awesome. It's too bad there aren't that many base game, like nice base game builds in like the actual game, and my internet is not doing great. Let's see if I can find, oh, and of course stay offline. The internet in my house has been so, well I guess, well it's not my house, but my family's houses have been so sketchy recently. It hasn't been great and I'm not sure why. Yeah, so if we sort by most popular, here we go. Base game family starter home. And this one is one of my most popular ones. And I just think it's really nice. If you put a lot of effort into these places, you can really make them quite nice. And this is my base game family farm. And yeah, so that's this build. So yes, so now that we've got that sorted out with the packs, I'm gonna start sort of mapping out a floor plan. I have this as the entrance. I want to make a nice entrance because I love houses with like those grand entrances and stuff like that. Like Victorian houses are probably my favorite, and like older houses. And then if we have a living room here, we'll have like a mud room here to go outside. Then we'll have kitchen here, or sorry, dining room, not living room. And then I guess we can have sort of a living room in here. This whole area, I don't know, it's a bit big to be a living room. Oh no. let me fix that. That's not good. I guess we can make an office. We could cut off this part here. And there we go. Now we can make it an office, and the living room isn't so daunting. And then over here we have a nice sunroom / greenhouse. Man, I'd love to have a sunroom too. That's pretty awesome. And then let me just remove these walls so that it's easier to floor plan this out. I might make this entire... Sorry, my voice is strange today. I might make this entire part of the house the master bedroom. Just make a huge master suite. Because I think this is a pretty expensive house. Oh, it's not too bad. Not too bad. And then I'm gonna make this an ensuite for the master bedroom. And then I'm gonna divide this into 2 rooms right here. There we go. And then you know what? Maybe I'll make this the hall bath. And then I'll put a master bathroom. Maybe I'll... Oh, I don't know how to lay this out right. Because I alt-placed the windows. But that would lead into it. I know that's a tricky one. I'm gonna lay this one out. Maybe we could have it... Oh, no, that wouldn't work. Be tricky. I want them to have a really nice master bathroom. Maybe we'll make it a bit tiny. Oh, I'm slouching back in my chair again. We'll make it a bit tinier. And then maybe we'll put like a closet here. I think that would be nice. And then have this sort of be an entry to the bedroom. I think that's nice. I think that would be a good floor plan for the manor. Although I'm gonna switch again, because I'm a bit all over the place today, unfortunately. How long have I been streaming? Oh, I've almost been streaming for 2 hours, okay. I'm gonna have to plug in my phone though. I hope that doesn't mess anything up, because it's running out of battery quite quickly. Okay. Okay, I think... Are we still good? I think we're still good. Alright. Usually I'd stop around here to do, like, a little bit of an art show, but I don't know if I have any art to show you guys today. Now, you guys... Hold on, let me sort through what I have. We're still good? Alright, sweet. I wish I had some art to show you all, but I haven't done any art for a long time. I did do a bit of anxiety art the other day, but it's a bit kind of, I don't know, it's a little bit creepy. And I don't like the creepy art everywhere. I like my art to be nice. But you know, sometimes you're just in an anxious vibe and you need to make some anxious art. Oh! Guys, I found the spoopy house. Hold on. Let me close this real quick. Chatting. Alright, yay. Let me just fix this so that it's a bit of a better angle. Pardon the laundry. I have a bit of a floor job going on right now. But yeah, I found the spoopy house that the sophomores kept talking about. I believe they were sophomores in my art class. Yeah. Here's a spoopy house. Sorry for the bad quality. I hope you can still make that out. I have spoopy house written right there. Should have, like, outlined it in black pen because it's really hard to see right now. But yeah, that's the spoopy house. This art is like a year old. Yeah, this was the, project I was working on. I was putting a lot of work into it, and I got pretty bored. Oh, that looks good, thank you. I appreciate it. I kind of feel bad whenever I show my art, because I feel like I'm just like asking random people on the internet for like validation. Like, look at this thing I drew, please validate me. like I'm 5, but it's fun. Oh, this is making you excited for art stream, yay! Oh, here's some hand practice I did a long time ago that was not good. I have hand drawing practice from when I was 12. Let me see if I can find it. Sorry for this absolute disaster of a room/stream. But let me see if I can find it, because it is a million times better than that. And this was years ago. Let me see if I can find it. Oh, this is great. I'm just looking at like all of my old art from like when I was a kid. Like a kid. I have so many sketchbooks absolutely everywhere, all over my house. Oh, I think we've almost found it. Because we've hit the 13, I can tell. Because it's all just edgy OC type things. Sorry, I'm just quietly giggling to myself. Well, I'm flipping through this, which isn't great. Oh yeah, here's some good old edgy 13-year-old Tavia art, if you want, where the arm is a literal noodle, because I couldn't draw arms back when I was 13. Apparently I could draw hands half decent, though, much more decent than I can nowadays. I just wish I could find it. And you weren't sitting here while I'm wait, hold on, I'm a mess. Oh, maybe it's because I'm looking at the wrong direction? What is wrong with... Oh my goodness. I'm so disorganized. Hopefully if I do an art stream, I'll be a gazillion times more organized. At least this art isn't as edgy as my 12-year-old art. Oh my goodness, if I could, I would show you guys my 12-year-old self art, but it makes me sad, because I was so sad when I was that young. Because I had just moved. I had moved away from all my friends. Yes, I really want to show you this. Because it's, I don't know, it's surprisingly good. And it makes me, you know what, let's give up. I will find it for the art stream that I'm going to do. But it's just because I wanted to show you some creepy art I did when I was stressed the other day. This was my stressed creepy art I did the other day. Stressed creepy art? It's not great. I was drawing this, my little brother, he introduced me to this one person, or this one musician. I think he also does streams. His name is Court something, and he has this really deep voice, and he makes some nice, looks intriguing in a cool way. Aw, thanks. And he has this really deep voice. And his music's a bit intense for me, but I kind of like it. Especially when I'm anxious and stuff, I like that kind of music, so that was sort of what I drew while I was listening to his songs. And then let's see if I can find some more recent art. Hey, yeah, Corpse Husband, I'm familiar. Yeah, he's apparently gotten quite popular recently. Oh my goodness, all my quarantine sketches? Oh, wow. Yeah, that wasn't good. Back in the quarantine days. I mean, we're still in the quarantine days, just less so recently, luckily. Oh yeah, these are some sketches from a few months ago. But I was trying out a different sketchier style. Still can't do arm proportions good. So yeah, I have that set up. I know you're all here for Sims, and now I'm doing some art. You know what? Let me change the stream title so that people don't come in here expecting The Sims. I'm gonna put it as just chatting, because this isn't really an art stream. Yeah, I'm gonna go off anyway. I'm gonna log off soon anyway. So yeah, we're just gonna do that real quick. Oh, and then this is just a bunch of mermaids. Inspired by this one art YouTube channel called Drawfee, and this one person had to turn a character into a shape, and instead they did a room full of vampires, and I thought that was great, and so I drew a room full of mermaids. I wish I had something more like good to show you, but I haven't done a solid art project in a long time. Ooh! Okay, I like this that I drew. I thought this was pretty. Although again, arms. I hate drawing arms. And legs and all that chaoticness. Because it's crazy. Arms and chaoticness, pretty much. Yeah, I wish I had something better to show you, but I don't have any of my new art with me. Now, oh my goodness, I have pages. I do a lot of writing too. But yeah, oh my goodness. Yeah, I do a lot of writing too, so I have all these like storyboards and stuff that I made for this book I was writing. So that's pretty crazy. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Oh geez. Oh no, this one's caught in something. Oh my goodness. I found my old middle school art book. I know, I've gone off on a total tangent. This is probably so bad. I know that a lot of you, if any of you are here, I found it. I found the hand practice from a long time ago when I was 13. Those right there. Have not improved with hands, because I do not draw hands very often. For the longest time, anytime I drew poses, the hands were always behind the back in some way or in the pockets, because it's so much easier. But yeah, that's just what I've been up to. I've been doing a lot of art. That's just a little bit about me. Aw, they look awesome. Thank you. 13-year-old me would have been very happy to hear that. Oh geez, I found some recent ones that I put in the back of this. Some failed 2.%. I wish I had my newer art to show you guys, because I'm quite happy with a lot of them. And unfortunately I don't. I heard that hand movement is very hard, but that looked amazing. Well, thank you. I mean, practice makes perfect, right? It's just something I have to practice more. I mean, there was a time where I could barely draw a stick figure, and then I worked on it. That's one of the things I love about sketchbooks, is you can always see how much you've improved throughout the years. I just wanted to show you guys... Yeah, well, I can't find it. Yeah, it's like, that's one of my favorite things about sketchbooks. It's like, take my, well, you know, 11th grade, not 11th grade, 11-year-old, 12-year-old sketchbook. And, like, if you go from, like, some of my first drawings in here to, like, some of my end drawings, it's like, it's so much good, or so much better. And it's, like, absolutely, it's absolutely amazing. Oh yeah, pardon the absolute mess that is my room right now. I know I'm sitting to the side so that I can show you guys stuff, but, you know, you can just see the amazing disaster that is the place that I'm staying in right now. Like, let me just grab 2 examples for you, and then I might close out the stream. Like, okay. Like, take... Trying to find a half-decent example. For you guys, I want to make sure that they're in similar year ranges, because I don't want to lie or anything like that. I want to keep my art very honest. I believe if I'm seeing this correct, that this was art I made. I think this is a good example of progress. So this is the kind of art I made when I was like 11 or 12. So this is sort of it. And then if you take that and then you go to the art I made when I was like 13 and 14, I had it, and now I lost that I had where I had it. Like, that was bad. But then progress. progress, if I can find you some progress. I don't want to leave that hanging in the air for too long, because it's not, I mean, obviously I know I was 11, but then if you take a look at some of the stuff I did when I was like, 13, 2 years later, if I can find it. Oh, we've gotten to the edgy stuff. And then you got something like this when I was like 13, and that's 2 years of progress, and I was so happy. And then to where we are today, which honestly isn't that much better, but I work hard. It just takes some practice, Takes lots of practice to get that kind of stuff right. I try to tell my little sister that. She's so incredibly hard on herself, but she's so amazingly talented. And she's like 4, and she can do stuff that even I couldn't do when I was that age, in terms of art. And I am so incredibly proud of her. I liked everything. My favorite be the woman in with the big horns and the mermaids. Oh, thanks. Yeah, I did those like a year ago, and they still make me really happy, and I want to see if I can try to improve that kind of stuff. Because I have been focusing more on realism and stuff like that, but I do want to get back into doing more digital art and graphic design type stuff, because obviously that's more useful, and it's sort of my favorite. I like creativity and all that sort of stuff, like being creative with all that stuff. Thank you for sharing your art. Aw, thank you for watching me share my art. Thank you for being there for me to share my art with. I really appreciate that. It makes me happy. Art is one of my favorite things. Yeah, thank you. And so yeah, that was sort of that. I hope that I have some, when I find my digital art equipment, I will hook it up, and then we can hopefully do an art stream, a digital art stream. I'd love to do a traditional art stream, but I don't know how to set that up at all. I need to find a half-decent webcam, and that would be very difficult, because obviously it's COVID and all that. Maybe I can find out how to do screen capture of some of my other art, but I'm not sure how to do that. I wish you luck. Thank you. 2 minutes. I'm going to try to make it to 2 hours exactly. Oh, and a black screen. That's great. Yeah, this is definitely something that I should do not while I'm on screen. I just wish I had something to show you. Ooh, I wonder if I have some of my origami here. I was doing origami in my free time the other day. I found this old origami book I had when I was a kid. And I was... Oh no! Sorry, something just fell. It's no worries. No big deal. I'm a mess. Yeah, well, I can't find it. Oh, jeez. Just dropped my phone on the floor. Oh, my goodness. Oh, jeez. No, that's me. I'm so sorry. I'm trying to be chill, but I'm not very good at that. There we go. There we go. Yeah, I was trying to see if I could find anything, and I can't. The only thing I could find were these lemons that I have on my desk. I just have a jar of lemons on my desk. Kind of inspired by Brooklyn Nine-Nine. I don't know if anyone watching knows that show, but it's great. And there's this one episode where Rose Diaz, by Icon, has just this vase of lemons on her island counter. And I had a bag of fake lemons. And I had just this giant jar vase thing. So I put that on my desk, and now it just sort of sits here. So yeah. Yeah, my decorations are so weird. I have a jar of lemons, a bunch of these evil eye type things that I got, just a weird assortment of books. I have a bottle of this really cheap wine that just looked pretty. I like the colors on it, so now that's on my desk. I have cards. I have a whole weird collection of things. Me and my friend, I get I swear my family thinks I'm children, or I'm a child. I'm not mad. But look at all these stuffies I have just sitting on my desk. They're so cute. Smell fresh, love lemons. Oh no, they're fake. They're not real. I wish. But I think eventually they'd stop smelling fresh and start smelling bad. But yeah, so I have a little corncob one that I have sitting on my desk all the time. And then this little Easter bunny I got last Easter, which I'm so happy, because now I get, you know, Easter's coming up again. And then I have this little Toothless, that's very cute. And then, yeah, and then I have, Odie. Then I have Odie from Garfield. I used to watch those cartoons all the time. So yeah, I have those on my desk. And then I have, like, the weirdest collection of, pop figures. I have Princess Diana, Ymir from Attack on Titan, because I used to be a huge anime nerd. I still watch from time to time, but I'm not obsessed as I was when I was like 13. And then in my desk, in the very bottom drawer, I have one of Levi because I used to be obsessed with him when I was younger. And I don't know why, but I was not the only one, at least. I can say that much. I wish I had anything more interesting, but I don't. We're at the 1 hour mark anyway. And so I'm gonna head off for the night because it's quite late. And I mean, tomorrow's Sunday, but I should still get up at a reasonable time. I streamed till 2 a.m. My first stream, and I was so tired by the end of it, but I had such a bad day. And I was like, hey, streaming's nice, people are nice, I like the community, Twitch is such a nice community. But yeah, so I'm gonna head off, so I'm just gonna say goodbye to everybody. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you so much, you guys made my day. You guys are always so incredibly nice, so thank you so much. I hope all the best to all of you. I hope you guys stay healthy, stay safe, and yeah, goodbye.